Bad news, nobody. We couldn't free their cactus.
Dang it.
Still has to deal with that Porky family.
Welcome back to Let's Play Earthbound. So we've talked to the mayor, we've talked to the guys up at the touring entertainer's shack, and our conclusion is we gotta go beat up the sharks. We gotta go set them straight. So let's go beat up the sharks. Okay, good job. Hey, who's that weirdo down there? And that machine he's got.
God, his sprite makes it look like he's a 30-year-old or something.
Probably is.
Trying to obey the traffic laws
Well, now do be careful with the... You know what? Go ahead and try to scroll them off.
You can do.
Like, if we can do this without getting into a fight before getting in, then all the better.
Nope. A little further.
Yeah, it's easy enough just to walk off screen and then walk back down and kind of hope nobody...
Got in the street a bit.
There's another guy.
Alright, I'm gonna try to go around and see what I got.
Yeah, go around the right side. Because that's the side that the arcade is on anyway.
It's hard to do diagonals.
Now that guy is actually just an NPC. So you can go talk to him.
Okay, hold on.
It's one of those buttons. Or you could hit L. I mean, not really. Oh no.
An NPC, huh?
Oh no, it's a Pogo Punk! The Pogo Punk has 35 HP. We did a little bit of grinding. Oh crap, we gotta buy the T-ball bat.
Oh, okay. A hamburguese.
We can also sell a hamburger because now our inventory is full. So well, you know what? Go talk to that guy first.
What do you guys say, nerd?
I mean, I guess so, apparently. Skate punk.
Oh, it's so rad! I'll have to eat a hamburger to compensate for it.
So we did a minor amount of grinding, before coming down here to go through with this. You should be good to take on the sharks at level 5. We got up to level 6 just to kind of make sure we're in that good buffer. By the time you hit level 5, these guys' regular attacks start doing pretty minimal damage. But if they...
bread roll.
Yeah, but they can do all of them can do something more dramatic than just a regular attack. Like that guy can shred wildly, and he'll do a decent amount more damage, like 6 to 10 damage.
Oh, so he's just thinking about peace and love.
Oh, so he sounds like an upstanding guy. Maybe we'll be able to talk to him about stuff.
Wait, where's the shop?
Shop?
Is it the shop one? I'm assuming it's
yeah,
the shop.
it's the shop. Oh, I saw a video not long ago that actually it wasn't a video, but I read a detailed list not long ago that really went over all of the localization changes that they made to Earthbound from Mother 2. I think it's the guy on the right.
Is it this
Oh,
one?
you don't have the money anyway. You gotta go to the ATM.
Well, I have to sell something.
Oh, that's true.
I picked up a can of fruit juice. Well, I'd almost like to...
I don't know what it does.
Yeah, let me double check that first before you go on.
And I thought it was neat reading all of the changes that were made, but one of them is on the maps, this is a drugstore.
Yeah.
In Mother 2, it said drug above it. And, like, I can see why that didn't fly over here. So it just says shop now, so instead of saying drug, it says shop. But they didn't 100% censor it. Like, they're allowed to say drug depending on the context.
Yeah.
Like, it says drugstore there, it just couldn't say, get your drugs here on the map. It's a little touch and go, a little weird.
Right, I wanted to check how much it was.
It's like 48 bucks.
Okay. Well, screw you too, buddy.
For the most part, though, the localization was really loyal to Mother 2. Not many games at the time went to the trouble to localize as faithfully and accurately as Earthbound did. Like, very rarely did they get this attention.
T-ball, right?
T-ball bat.
Not the yo-yo?
Yeah, not the yo-yo. I'll go ahead and real quick look into what exactly it is that the yo-yo does. Yeah, so the yo-yo has 6 offense, as opposed to the T-ball bat's 8. But it also has... So not only is it less damage than the T-ball bat, it also has a larger chance to miss. Like, the yo-yo's has a 3 in 16 chance to miss.
Drugstore.
Yeah, and it says drugstore right there.
Yeah, you could do the same thing with the hospitals, because,
They couldn't have the Red Cross on the hospitals.
it is so weird that it's a trademark thing.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Like, really? The Red Cross is a trademark? I mean, I guess it's the Red Cross. Like, somewhere up there, there'd be a Red Cross along the hospital, but...
Yeah. One of the biggest changes they made, though, aside from just little tiny bits of censorship here and there, is, of course, there's a lot of, like, play on words jokes and things in the
that
Japanese
just do not fly
that
over
do not translate well at all.
Oh boy, stare.
I don't know if you can avoid him. He's coming at you. Not much option but to fight this guy.
So are we fighting Mac the Knife after this?
Yes.
I'd like to play a better RPG.
Oh shit, I kid. Oh man, another hamburger.
Somebody do 50 HP damage to me, because it's starting to get a little...
These guys drop hamburgers like nobody's business, so if you actually need to grind for even a small amount of time, you're just gonna have an inventory full of hamburgers.
Which, frankly, for me, that would be a fucking score.
Yeah. Like, you can just grind all day. Like, oh no, I got a little damage. Well, that's okay. I've got, like...
I have to beat the game before I can become a member.
Man.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we're working on it.
Ow. Dang it.
One of the other things that the game, that the translation did, though, and this is something that I'm very grateful for, is in Mother 2, most of the jokes and, like, pop culture references were way more overt.
Oop, I went the wrong way. Well, I mean, I went the right way. I'm just not going that way yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, in Earthbound, they kept a lot of references in here, but they generally made them all more subtle. And I appreciate that subtlety. It's like what I was talking about before, about Porky v. Pokey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Porky's... it's a little too on the nose. I like Pokey because it feels a little more like a realistic world, if even cartoony. He's a nice guy.
If you have a gun, you should make sure it's loaded, and you pull the trigger when you use it. Help my enemy.
So like I said, you're probably pretty good coming in here at level 5. That's when they... and we were even level 4 at the end of the last video, so we weren't far off.
Yeah.
You're probably pretty good coming in here at level 5. That's when they stop doing a ludicrous amount of damage to you. I actually think the stat bonuses that you get after leveling up are semi-random.
That is so sad to hear, mister. He likes tea and fresh vegetables, but apparently it's not cool to do that.
Oh.
Well, at least he sees it as not cool.
Yeah, that's actually a Japanese culture thing.
What?
That there's a lot of males that are actually...
Oh, this manly bullshit again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fucking kanji all over.
Kinda, yeah. Like, that's a Japanese culture thing.
You know, they do the same thing with sweets. Like, in part 4, when Koichi's out with that one girl, and he goes like, would it be weird if I ordered, like, a parfait or something? It's like, men don't eat sweets. Fuck you, that shit's delicious.
And, like, because... and it was kind of switching games temporarily. That was kind of Frankie's... oh, dear. Or that was kind of Kanji's whole deal.
Yeah.
Was... because he liked those things,
this video's been copyright claimed.
It was because he liked those things, Hey, we got hypnosis!
Should I even use that?
I'll go ahead and beat on him for a minute. I'll look into what it does.
It should just put one enemy to sleep.
Yeah, puts enemies to sleep. I wouldn't bother trying to put Frankie to sleep.
I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be funny. Oh, he hit hard.
Yeah, he can... Yeah, I didn't imagine it would. So Frankie's got, like,
Go ahead and eat one of those hamburgers, because he's gonna hit me to...
Yep.
enough where I'm gonna go below it.
Life Up Alpha at this point will max your HP, so if you're way too low, Life Up Alpha.
Oh, he's gonna hit hard again, should I?
So Frank, by the way, I kept calling him Frankie. Frank, by the way, has 63...
Oh, he smashed.
There we go. Has 63 HP and an offense of 12. So, he hurts!
Oh.
So 63 HP means we should be able to whittle him down pretty quickly.
See, the problem is that this guy's got like 3 separate things that he's done throughout the entire fight, and the first 2 things was like his heavy hitting attacks. So he goes like, he brandishes a knife. Ah! Now he pushed you into the mud. Why didn't you start with that shit? See, he came out swinging. That's like his normal low-level attack. And the first
We did it! We beat up Frank!
First 2 attacks he did was cut me across the cheeks and everything. He's going like, you'll always remember this, you little bitch.
Ness gets to wander the whole rest of the game with friggin' scars on his face. Thanks, Frank.
It's Frankie Stein. That's probably where you keep getting the Frankie from.
I don't know. I swear I've heard people call him Frankie.
I think
Frankie Stein, Mark II. The music even changes to something more ominous.
I think you might be mixing him up a bit with Teddy.
Or just Frankie.
Well, I mean, frankly, yeah, that too, but...
So Frankie Stein has 91 HP, and believe it or not, is the real boss here. So it's really hard to tell in the sprite, but in the clay model for
oh yeah,
Frankie
you got
Stein,
this on here.
yeah, I've got it in here. There's a shark piloting.
Oh, you could kind of make it out.
It's in the little porthole in his chest. There's a shark in there, and again, you can see it in the clay model, but not in. It's a little rough in the sprite.
I mean, sprites only get you so much.
Yeah. Man, Frankie Stein's being surprisingly kind. I mean, 15 hurts, but it's not friggin' Frank's cutting your throat with a knife.
Well, I thought it was the whole point was that he was supposed to, like, waste one turn and then do something. Unless we just got really lucky with that output.
I don't know. I feel like we just got really lucky with Frankie Stein. But we did it! Well, that's rude. Man, you know, he's actually a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, but it also looks like he's wearing a mullet, and I just can't not let that slide.
Wait, go back, talk to him again.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I don't know if he'll say anything, but usually NPCs will say something.
Slide up. This sprite just just went like. Boop.
Oh, he even lets you. He even lets you rest. Like,
yep.
Once you've proven yourself to him, man, he's a pretty cool guy. Oh no, that guy still wants a piece of you, though. Yeah, what?
Oh, I wonder if they say anything different.
I don't think they say much different.
Well, he said different.
Yeah, I think they talk different after having beaten them up.
I think you're cool for sticking to your guns. He is. Everyone else has this, like, we all have to be the one thing, and he's going like, nah, I just kind of like this.
Alright, so the thugs have been calmed. No longer giving the police trouble.
Dear Mom. Shit's been weird, yo.
So let's go talk to the mayor, get our friggin' key to the shack now that he's not being preoccupied by the sharks. And, you know, whatever it is, whatever else it is that a mayor does.
A lot.
I don't know. This mayor, anyway.
Well, this mayor.
Man, already.
How did that... Jeez. Everything just spread so fast.
Well, it's all the sharks just took off running, going, ah, this nest guy beat us all up! They were our notification system force.
No.
I mean, it's okay, but y'all didn't want to talk to me a second ago, did you?
Is there a joke to his name? E.H. Prickle?
I actually forget. In looking through all the translation stuff, I don't know if that one was mentioned.
Like, it looks too much like it's supposed to be pickle, but I don't know if they're going for a joke like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure did.
I don't know if it was that much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember doing any of that. We just kind of beat up Frank, and then Frank was like, you know what, maybe I'm not so hot.
I can see where he's coming at. He's going like, this is a lot of trouble. I can't take responsibility for you doing this. Like, I owe you a favor, but you're getting yourself to more trouble, and I can't accept liability for this whole thing. But at the same time, kind of a coward's way out in the whole the way he talks, it's the coward's way out of like, I ain't responsible for nothing.
It's like, I'll do it, just leave me out of it. Don't want anything. Don't want any trouble. I want to be able to sit here and look important. Yeah, man, we got the key. Doesn't even remember that. Busy trying to get reelected.
No.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks.
Oh,
there we go.
jeez. It's like I have space to get behind and around him, but...
Maybe. We'll find out. Oh yeah, so Frank healed us up.
Yeah.
So we're actually good on that front. How's our inventory looking? Full, probably.
I think it's mostly full. I think we picked up another.
Yeah.
Well, full now because we got the key to the shack.
Yeah. I mean, if it's full though, there's nothing else we need to buy, so we can just head straight up to that shack.
Yep, that's what I was going to do. It's just off of town, yeah.
Gotta head up to the food place.
Gotta head up to food.
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I probably did, in my rambling. But I love that the towns in Earthbound are actual towns.
Like cities or towns or stuff like that?
Well, it's not like in a normal JRPG. You get to a town and it's got like 3 houses in it.
Oh yeah, that kind of thing.
And it's like, okay,
where
there's
it's like use your imagination is the best we could do with the
yeah, it's like, okay,
stuff.
there's a shop, an inn, and there's like 17 NPCs wandering around that you don't know where live, and yet it's supposed to be a town, but like 4 people live here. But like, nah, man, in Earthbound, they're actual towns. You see the size of it. You see all the houses around the outskirts. Like, there's so much there that they don't even let you in all... Oh, well, crap. Just busted a hole right in the back.
But yeah, I get what you mean now. It's like, it's an actual town. There's
Yeah,
homes,
like look at the map.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's...
And like, you can see how big it is. How many houses and apartment buildings and everything there are.
There's residential, there's a hotel with probably a business district, there's like the food, or there's the arcade area.
Like, it's a whole town. An actual legitimate sized town.
You
And
even have like little suburbs off in the distance where you live.
yeah, like, that's just the coolest thing.
Wait a minute. An ape made this. is it a great ape?
They're getting smarter. Okay, so this is a terrifying cave.
I don't see any reason to be terrified of it yet. Ah, a mouse!
Ah. So here we're going to be learning that for the most part, the enemies in here, not very strong. But, ow, there's usually a lot of enemies around. We did it.
Wasn't fun to that smash he pulled off then. Yay,
Ooh.
I leveled up.
So by the end of this cave, you want to be in the neighborhood of level 9.
Oof, really?
Yeah. Hey, go up through that, that hole in the wall. See what's down in there? That's not progress. Is that hole in the wall? It's a little dot,
The hell?
and it wants to fight. The black antoids have 34 hit points.
Oh, call for help.
And 14 offense, so they can actually, like,
Ow.
they can hit you.
Don't you do it? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Believe it or not, these black antoids are probably the strongest thing in this cave.
Ow. Thank God I didn't call for help.
Yeah, that's more experience, though. See how much you're gonna get for this mess.
It's 111.
111. And an item. What is in there?
Ah, skip sandwich.
Hey. So it gives you a little HP back, but mostly makes you run faster.
Should I use it, or should I just PSI heal myself?
I'd maybe hamburger it up.
Oh God, my heart.
Just to give you an inventory space. There is going to be a chance later on to get some psychic points back, though, if we need
Started
to.
out with like 61 HP, and I gained 14 from that level, and that hamburger didn't like fill us up the extra 3. Hey, I see you up there now.
Yeah, there's friggin' 3 of them up there, too. So this is where you're probably going to want to start.
Bonsai!
This is where you're probably going to want to start more carefully approaching battle, because other enemies can join in. If you fight one enemy and there's 2 nearby, they can run over and attack you all in one group, and it's generally an unpleasant time for everybody.
Have we not really shown that off?
I think
I
with
don't
the
think
sharks...
we've gotten a chance to show off.
Yeah, I think maybe with the sharks. Because we got into a fight with 2 of them once. But that's like, you see 3 of them,
Yep, third one.
and they'll run in to join in. Ooh,
Attack
4 of them.
slugs.
Oh, that's okay. The attack slugs are actually reasonably weak, all things considered. 30 HP, only 9 offense, so they're not going to hit very hard.
Yeah, but I missed my one attack.
It's especially rough when, like, you miss an attack A, but also if you can't kill one in one turn, it's going to take you forever to kill 4 of them. It sure would be nice if we had an attack that hit everybody.
PK. Sorry, that's later.
Yeah, I don't know if
And
that's
also in
something.
Smash.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Did it recover HP for no reason?
Probably.
I looked away at the wrong moment and it did something.
I wasn't paying attention either. Decent experience in here, though. But yeah, again, this is where you're probably going to want to start paying attention to your fights and how many guys you're going to get in, and maybe try to not get into a fight with 40 guys at the same time if you can avoid it. Scroll them off if you need to. Maybe scroll some back so only a few of them come at you at the same time instead of all of them. Or, nice thing is if there's a door in
Russian.
Yeah, or that. If there's a door, you can go in and out of the door to help scale guys off. Believe it or not, there's nothing in that door.
This door?
Yeah, I mean, you can go in and check if you want, but it's just a big old empty room with, you know, an antoid or a slug.
Looks like a slug. Might be an antoid.
Antoid.
Just missed.
Dang it. Why are these ants so strong?
Because they can lift multiple times their weight.
I mean, I suppose that's a thing. This is what we're doing today.
This is just Nest Pest Control. Nest Pest Control.
Hey. First strike! Hey!
Oh, baby!
I like how they say that when you're...
Baby!
When the stat goes up by a considerable amount.
PSI.
Hammer!
Alpha.
You know, in retrospect, it's probably in reference to MC Hammer.
I was thinking... I was
Just
actually,
given what was popular at the time.
I was honestly thinking that when we were doing it, but it's just like, I don't know if it's like completely that or not.
Okay, so PSI Hammer. Your special PSI is not actually listed in here, so that's cool. Oh no, never mind, there it is. It hits all enemies, so if you're fighting 500 guys, but it also costs 10 psychic points, so not something you just want to use willy-nilly.
Like this.
But again, it'll hit everybody, and it'll friggin' hurt. But again, don't have all the PSI in the world to worry about that.
Well, rocking a hard place.
Well, we can hope those are slugs. Alright, so there's no actual easy way out of here other than just going all the way to the right. So this may be where we want to start thinking about trying to scroll some enemies off. But, you know, that's also the danger of scrolling enemies off is...
Oh, fuck you. That's it. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta rest. I'm out of PSI and all that. Unless there's something up there I can use.
It's a little more time consuming, but yes. Also, how far away is it?
Oh, damn it.
I play my slug in attack position.
Gonna go ahead and eat one of these hamburgers just now. Because I gotta deal with these things. Oh, the other one didn't join. Oh.
Hey! So that was probably just like one slug or something. And this is one of the coolest things about Earthbound.
Yeah, you just encounter something, it's like, the game's like, nah, you're good enough, you win.
Yeah. Hey, when you're fighting something...
Level 9.
Alright. When you're fighting something that is notably weaker than you, they don't make you bother fighting it. You just insta-win. You get your reward, your experience, an item, if it would drop an item. You get all of it. Cool stuff. But you have to be considerably stronger than the enemy, so it's not something you're going to be able to do just anywhere. This doesn't work for enemies that are naturally grouped. Well, it's like level-based. But once you are considerably stronger than your opponent, they'll even start running away from you. If they're running away from you... I mean, admittedly, normally if they're running away from you, you're probably going to get...
Junk experience.
Yeah, probably not... Like, you're probably going to get an instant win from them anyway. Go ahead and head into that door right there.
That's what I was going to do next.
Go ahead and leave that door. And try this again.
Every situation is worse than the other one.
Maybe if we're lucky... There we go. Dang it.
Oh boy, just in case I ever catch that weird... Actually, summer cold, isn't it? Something not to sneeze at.
Yeah, so as I was saying, if you get a back attack on an enemy, that's generally going to... Let's just keep trying until we can get up that rope. Doesn't really matter what's in the room anymore.
Nest goes in, Nest goes out.
But, I'll note, you can get a back attack on some enemies. Those are all gonna be slugs. I guarantee those are all slugs.
Slugs? I'm more worried about them being ants.
Yeah, that's the other trouble, though. And even if they are slugs, like, it's still gonna be an encounter. Well, I mean, if you can try to edge your way down, go back in the door. Okay, we're good. Head to the northwest. Up left. Oh, I don't know if I've talked too much about rolling HP, which is another really neat kind of gimmicky thing for this game. And it's not the crap. Hey! Rolling HP isn't as big a deal in lower levels. May just have to deal with them.
I think I'm kind of stuck with them here.
If you can get through that door, you're good. Yeah. So you'll notice when you get hit. Yeah. So you'll notice when you get hit, your
Butterfly.
Yeah, you'll notice when you get hit, your HP actually rolls down. That's important. So is that butterfly. And this is the break point. You notice, go ahead and open up your stats.
Oh, sorry.
You have 25 psychic points now.
More like 20.
And if you go back in that door, never
Or
mind.
he just scrolls on screen.
Or just scroll them off. There's like a 100% chance of a butterfly spawning here. And every time you talk to that butterfly, or get him to rest on your head, or whatever, you get 20 psychic points.
Cool.
So
I
we're
think all
maxed.
maxed out.
We're good. All you had to do is get this far, and man, you are rolling.
Hey, you sons of bitches. I came back for you.
Yeah, honestly, you could probably just do that.
Eat shit!
That ought to do her,
Oh.
thanks.
I didn't notice that too, but I noticed it when the other Antoids were calling for help, but they actually started to establish rows.
Yeah. That's something I'll talk a little bit more
Is
about
there
later.
anything that away?
Nah.
No.
That's pretty much it.
Alright, that's good enough for me to stop for now.
Go ahead and rest up.
And next time, we'll take care of the rest of the giant step.
Yeah, there's not a lot left.
Because we can see it right there. It's
Yeah.
a step.
It
from a
is.
giant.
Yeah, there's not a lot left here, but it's still gonna be a fight. Until next time, everyone.